One thing I saw on Reddit, I found this really interesting. Someone, they're a black belt, and they said they quit jujitsu, and they're super happy about their decision. They said like they enjoyed jujitsu while it lasted, but they've kind of I don't know, outgrown it in a way. Like kind of enjoyed it while it was there, but now it's kind of just over. And I saw other black belts saying the same thing, that they don't train anymore. And I've seen that in real life too. Like people got their black belts or brown belt and they stop training. Joey, is that ever something that goes through your head? Like, do you feel like periods of time where you're like, oh, like I've been doing jujitsu so long, it's kind of not, it doesn't have that same fire in you as it used to?
I mean, I think everyone has ups and downs. I think that's hard not to avoid. I think, like, I mean, we've talked about it before, how, like, you'll have periods where you feel really good and then periods where you're down. And I think that's normal with any activity that you dedicate a lot of time to. I don't think I'd ever quit. For me, especially, like, obviously now it's my job. I can't quit. We're kind of stuck doing this forever. But for me, like, oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to say, yeah, but there's like pros and cons to having it being your job. You know what I mean? Like where, I don't know, like I like jujitsu yeah, I love it and everything, but like having it be my job, especially for both like teaching at night, teaching class, teaching on YouTube, everything. It's just like jujitsu. And sometimes it is a little hard to, just find the motivations. Like it can be a bad thing to make your passion your job, but it's also crappy to have your job be something you're not passionate at all about. So yeah, like I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, like the biggest thing, like this last week, I wasn't able to roll or do anything because I kind of got hurt on Saturday competing. So and I got to compete again tomorrow. For people who don't know, we record these usually on Fridays. So I got hurt like 6 days ago and I got to compete tomorrow. So I've been taking the week to try to like just heal up as much as I can. Obviously, I'm not going to feel perfect, but do what I can. So I haven't rolled all week. And man, it's hard for me going in as the coach, knowing I can't really like partake in the practice. Like I can't roll with the guys after. And I've got a couple guys competing here and there this weekend. And like, I want to be in there helping them prep. I want to be giving them live rounds. I want to be working with them, but like, I can't do it. And if I wasn't a coach and I'm injured, it's really easy. I'll just stay home, heal up. No big deal. Not getting in there, but it's really hard being like, I have to be there. I can't partake in the practice. As soon as like the teaching instruction's done, I just got to sit and watch people roll, which has value as a coach. I mean, I think every coach will agree there's value in that, but I don't know if it's like selfish or like the competitor in me, but like I want to be partaking still. I don't want to be the John Danaher who sits and watches, and like I still want to be involved, and that's hard to be around when you can't just take the time off. Like I think that's what a lot of people don't understand about like transitioning into like a gym owner and a full-time coach is you don't get the days off, like you don't get to be like, I don't feel like doing this tonight, I just won't go. If I don't feel like rolling tonight, I still have to go and sit there for the whole practice and watch. And it's hard. It's hard to those nights, especially, like, I don't know if you'd agree, but it's hard to make a really good practice those nights because you don't want to be there that night. I want to take a night off. I'm tired, I'm burnt out, my body hurts. I just want to lay down on my couch and heal, but I got to be there and I got to try to give my best to the students. So those nights are hard.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think it makes it even worse in a sense where you already feel like, oh, I don't want to be there or be here right now because I'm just not feeling great. And then your practice suffers because you're not doing as good of a job because you're not as like invested. Like that happens to me sometimes. Like, yeah, like last night, to be honest, I was just like, not really feeling it, and I felt like I didn't deliver a good class, which made me even more frustrated. So like it can just kind of snowball. Do you think it's harder for like black belts dealing with the ups and downs, or do you think it's like harder for like the lower belts, or kind of just they all have like their own individual problems?
Yeah, they definitely all have their own problems, but like for me personally, the black belt ones have been kind of the hardest to deal with because like as a blue belt, if you have those ups and downs, like I know I'm not encouraging blue belts to do this, but like you can quit. Like if you're a blue belt and you're like, I don't love this anymore, take time off. You might come back in a year. You might come back in 6 months. You might come back in 5 years. There's no right or wrong answer. People have to do what they like, but you're a blue belt. You've been training a couple of years, probably. Like it's a little bit of your life invested in this. You can take a break. It's fine, but for us, it's like, man, like we've been doing this for like what, 14 years, like consistently. Like if I were to just quit jujitsu, how much of my time did I spend on this activity that I don't do anymore? Like, it'd be insane. Like, it's so much of your life dedicated to one thing that, like, you almost can't walk away from it now. Or it's like, I put so much into this. Like, I could have gone and become a doctor in the time it took for me to do this. Like, it would feel like to me I wasted a big chunk of my life. So I almost feel like I'm so invested in this that, like, I can't get out now. And I know that's maybe not the best attitude. Like a gambler's like, I've lost so much money, I'm in it now, I gotta keep going, I can't stop. But that's kind of how I feel sometimes with jiu-jitsu. Now, like, don't get me wrong, I don't want people out there to think I don't love what I do. Like, I love my job. I have probably one of the greatest jobs on the planet. I get to teach people how to do the sport I love, and I really like it. But I think anyone who does what we do would say there are nights that are harder than others.
Yeah, exactly. Like, exactly the same thing with me. It's like, don't get me wrong, I still love jiu-jitsu, but it's normal to have some ups and downs. But like, one thing I have struggle with is, like, I want to do other stuff too. Like, I have other, like, I want to, I don't know, like, get other hobbies or whatever, like, just do something else too. But because I'm doing jiu-jitsu all the time, like working on YouTube, doing the gym, I don't have time to do anything else. So it makes it hard to try to, I don't know, it makes it hard to explore like other areas that I might find interesting. Like, I would love to make documentaries. I think that'd be so fun to do. But one thing is hard is finding a topic. That's a real difficulty in itself. But then even if I did find a topic, it'd be so hard to actually do that. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I would love like a career in like making documentaries. I wish there was just more time in the day. You know, that's the problem too. Like, it's just like jiu-jitsu all day, and then the day's over, and then no time to do anything else. But yeah, it's hard to complain because, like, it is such a great job and very rewarding. So I hate complaining because I know how good I have it.
Yeah, I mean, someone told me the other day, they're like, you know, that age-old thing people say where they're like, find something you love to do or whatever, and you'll never work a day in your life. And I'm like, man, that is bullshit. Like, that is nonsense. Find something you love to do and you'll enjoy the work you do every day, but you're still going to work your ass off, or could be really bad at what you do. One or the other. Like, I love coaching. I love my job. I love what I do. It doesn't mean I'm not working every day. I'm working, you know, people see me, I'm at the gym 3 hours a day, but I'm doing 5-6 hours at home of work, watching footage, building class plans, you know, tracking stuff, getting my own prep for competitions, you know, watching footage of my guys that we've recorded so I can help them get ready for competition. Like, I work my ass off for this job. Now, I love it. I love what I do. But if you think you're going to, like, if people are like, oh, I'm just going to teach jiu-jitsu and then, like, I won't have to do hard work, either you're going to be a really shitty coach or you're going to learn really quickly that that is not the case.